There is no guarantee for success, but there are ways to get closer to it when you do the right things. Who you surround yourself with is just as important as what you do. Finding the right people, the right classes, the right activities, and taking the right tests are all decisions that shape your future. Find out more today on Destination University with Dr. Cynthia Colon. Dr. Colon and her guests will give you the tips you need, whether you're a student, parent, or educator. Now, here is your host, Dr. Cynthia Colon.
You're listening to Destination University, a podcast for college-bound teens and the parents, mentors, and educators who support them. If that is you, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Dr. Cynthia Colon, TEDx speaker, college admission strategist, and author of the book, Be Committed, Get Admitted. Welcome to Destination University. We help high school families successfully navigate the college admission process by helping students create an action plan, become interesting applicants, and write compelling essays that increase acceptance letters. As a former admission officer at Vassar College and an elite private school counselor in Los Angeles, I have coached, mentored, guided, and worked directly with over 10,000 students. I know what it takes to get admitted to top 100 colleges. As my gift to you, I'm revealing the exact admission committee process we used at Vassar. It's all in my new guide, 4 questions admission officers ask when deciding who to admit or reject. You can get that at drcynthiacolon.com/admit. In the guide, I share the 4 questions I used in the 12 minutes I had to review an entire application. I give you the order I read the application, what I was looking for, what I highlighted and took note of. If you've ever wondered what admission officers are looking for and how decisions are made, well, today is your lucky day. Again, go to drcynthiacolon.com/admit. Okay, let's get to today's episode. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our weekly workshop. Everyone who's part of our family gets invited to take part in these extra sessions that help you achieve your goals and meet your wildest college ambitions. And we were in essay camp this week, and I was just saying to everybody this morning, you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And I share with everybody that I do affirmations every morning. I have my vision boards. Dr. Pearson is my go-to vision board expert. I see her annually. So she is an educator, but she is also loves doing these vision boards. So I'm going to get you started by asking this question, and then I'll pull up your slides here in a second while you answer this question. Just share with everybody, first of all, sort of why this is important, and is it just woo-woo, or is there any like science to this? Like, tell us what you know.
Okay, well, thank you, first of all, Dr. Cynthia, for having me here, and thank you to all of you for joining us today. There is an absolute science to this in terms of what we manifest and what we affirm we know comes to fruition. And the vision board gives you a visual, and so that if you can see it, you can remind yourself about the goals and the things that you want to achieve and how you just kind of want to move about life and getting those things done. And so I do vision board gatherings every year. Sometimes I take on clients to do like smaller goal setting and then progress check-in to make sure that we're working toward our goals. And it just comes to life every day. My vision board is very big nowadays. It started really small, like 12 by 12. Now it's super big. It's on a cork board in my room. And so it's the first thing I see when I get up in the morning.
Awesome. Amazing. Okay. So I have your slide deck ready to go. You ready for that?
I'm ready.
Okay. Fabulous.
Okay, and so this is actually a copy of my vision board. It's all things life, travel, what I plan to read, picture of my daughter, the things that are important to me, some quotes and phrases, the books I want to read this year. And so that's how I get started every day. Okay, so let's talk about what a vision board is. It's a visual representation of a collection of pictures or photos, affirmations, quotes, scriptures, and other reminders to promote a forward-thinking mindset and positivity towards your goals. So this is kind of where you want to live. Some of you might even think, I'm just going to put the vision board on my binder. Totally acceptable and doable because you'll see it every day when you're in and out of your backpack, when your binder is just sitting on the side, if you have that clear view binder. Stickers work in this frame as well. And so it's just like, what can I see? What can I project to get myself going and affirm my goal of going to law school, of becoming a doctor, all of those wonderful things. So again, you want to see your success. And so if you can see the graphic over to my right, if you're talking about your career, some things that you want to look at, like your talents, your goals, your values. And then if you're in high school and you're just like, what do I need to do to get to the next level and my next thing? You might want to think about the pathway that you're in. A lot of our high schools have transitioned from just taking arbitrary classes to taking a pathway. You're in the medical pathway, you're in the criminal science pathway, all of those different things, or a specific class. This past year, my daughter struggled with Spanish too. And so we just put some little emphasis and focus on passing that class, what needed to be done week by week to get a passing grade, to make sure that we didn't have to do it in summer school, right? What grade point average are you shooting for? What grades do you need in each one of your classes to achieve that grade point average or that end of the year grade? I always talk to my kid about being in a good place before finals, so that when the final comes, it doesn't destroy your grade. So I'm sure that all of you are aware of that, like positioning yourself. You can calculate your grade along the way and then make other goals and benchmarks for yourself to boost your grade. And on that note, I'm going to emphasize what I know Dr. Cynthia has already emphasized, is talking to your teacher. Use your voice, talk to your teachers, and see what you can do to help yourself out. Some of us play sports, and so we have a goal within that sport. You're going for MVP. If you're running track, you're trying to improve your time. If whatever it is, you have the leverage using your vision board to make a goal and dream bigger, and then affirm yourself along the way to get that. If you're shooting for that position on your team, if there's a certain area where you want to do your community service, your hobbies, your interest, college essays will come up, and you'll need to know what your hobbies are and what your interests are. And the vision board is a great place to see it. Some people think of it as a bullet list. I think of the vision board as more than a bullet list. I need the visual representation. And so sometimes I take my wording and turn it into a picture, because it's nice to look at. It's beautiful, and then I can just see it differently. Okay, so we're looking at the purpose. The purpose of the vision board is a place to capture things you want to accomplish, put your goals, check in on your goals, looking at your college and universities that you want to attend, affirm yourself, and just see the positive. Sometimes people are coming at us with negative thoughts and negative things. This is a place where you can see all the positive things that you want to do within yourself and affirm who you are as a person. My affirmation for the last 2 weeks has been, I can do hard things. And sometimes things get hard at work or just in life in general. And I want to remind myself that I'm a person that can do hard things.
We actually have more negative things come our way on a daily basis, especially in school, right? We're corrected, we're reminded, we're, fix this grade isn't high enough, whatever. So positive influences and on your vision board are really helpful.
Right. What does the quote say? Positive vibes only.
Yes.
So what's your medium? Like some of you are very new age and you only do things digitally. That's great if that's your jam. Canva can help you. You can even build it like in your Microsoft, your Google Suite rather. That's not my jam. I like paper. I like cutting. I like the process. And so like Miss Lenny just talked about, maybe you want to do a poster board. I prefer cardstock over regular paper because it's just heavier and it gives it more weight. Some people will use construction paper because I'm a paper crafter. I think cardstock is cleaner, but again, use whatever you have at your disposal to get the mission accomplished. And then, like I said, right now, I just recently transitioned from cardstock to a corkboard, but realistically, cardstock is all over my corkboard. Like it's just embedded all in there. For add-ons, some of what you want might be set on a sticker. It might be in a magazine. You might have a photo or that college pennant. There might be a part of an article that you want to put up there or some phrases or quotes. Like this is your vision board to bring as much of yourself into it as possible so that you can accomplish all of these goals and just love it and live it every day.
Good.
And so on my vision board, you're always going to see a picture of my daughter, Devin, because she's why I do a lot of what I do. She's what gives me energy and pushes me forward. So you're always going to see her on a vision board. This is one of my favorite quotes. Like Dr. Cynthia said, I work in a school. And so I want to remind myself that there's 365 new days in a year. And so students get 365 new chances because every day is a new day. And I cannot hold on to what happened yesterday for them to be their best selves.
Oh my goodness. I'm like crying. I need that quote on my vision board. I love that. Oh, so good.
It's actually a little plaque. I'm gonna find it for you.
Okay.
And then again, this is a copy of part of my vision board. So you can see Sacramento popping out. I plan to go to Sacramento this summer. My USC Trojan back there with the Vegas game that's coming up in September. A stack of the books that I want to read, some things that I want to do to enhance my financial portfolio, and then some like other quotes and things that are important to me. And the 24 just represents the year. Like I know it's 2024, but it was just a fun way for me to put it on my vision board without just focusing and saying the numbers 2024. The bumblebees are there because so I don't know if you guys knew this, and I do this with my team this year. This was our theme for the year. Bumblebees, we all don't like them, right? We think like they're going to sting us, get away from me, just go away, bumblebee. But bees, we need them for pollination, right? They feed the flowers and they go around, but they're resilient little creatures. Their wings are small, their bodies are big, and so gravity would have it that they're not supposed to be able to fly. But I tell everyone with the right mindset, just like the bumblebee, you can do anything that you want to do. It's in your mind. And so that's my one of my visual reminders that I can do hard things and anything that I set my mind to. And so that is the end of my presentation. I'm definitely here to take more questions, but thank you all for coming and joining us today. And if you want to stay in touch with me, you can get my information from Cynthia and definitely reach out and I can help you along your journey.
Here's the truth. For nearly 30 years, I have worked at elite private colleges and/or private high schools. I know what well-resourced families do to ensure college success, and I can tell you, if your child is enrolled at a public or religious high school, chances are she or he is already 5 steps behind. However, today is your lucky day. To get you ahead of your private school peers, I have a gift for you. I'm revealing the exact admission committee process we used at Vassar. It's all in my new guide, 4 questions admission officers ask when deciding who to admit or reject. You can go to drcynthiacolon.com/admit to get your copy. I share the 4 questions I used in the 12 minutes I had to review the entire application. If you've ever wondered what admission officers are looking for and how decisions are actually made, you're not alone. Take action now to get 5 steps ahead and begin increasing those acceptance letters. Again, that's Dr. Cynthia Colon, drcynthiacolon.com/admit. That is all I have for you today, my friends. Thank you for tuning in to Destination University. I'm Dr. Cynthia Colon. If this episode has in any way helped, fueled, or inspired you, please share this episode with 3 people in the next 30 minutes. You can subscribe to Destination University wherever you get your podcast. And while you're there, leave us a review. It sure does help a lot. By subscribing and reviewing, you help to grow the community of informed families across the nation. And if you haven't binge listened to our previous seasons, do it. With each episode, you'll learn a new tip, trick, or strategy for success. Start with episode 1, the one word every parent should remove. You'll learn my mom's secret to ensuring college success for her daughters. And once again, if you found value today, please share this episode with 3 families in the next 30 minutes. I'll be sure to see you next week, same time, same place. Until then, wherever you are, may you have a happy and sunny day. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for listening this week to Destination University. Be sure to join Dr. Cynthia Colon again and get one step closer to your success.